Oh, fuck. Hey, Taka. Hope you're doing well. Oh my god. I'm having time figuring out what to do for the background or how to do it. Doesn't. Drawing. I don't know what to do for background. Whoops. Hmm. I knew. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm continuing with the picture today. I'm gonna keep today pretty short. Like, I'll probably stream for like another hour and a half or so. Ugh, keep today short, and then I think tomorrow I'll do like model kit building. Or like something. I want to keep today short. Because I got some stuff to do. I want to like put aside time for it. But I at least wanted to stream today. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, everything worked out yesterday. Got some, like, I went to go pick up my friends without any issues. You know? We had like a nice chat on the ride home, and that's about it. Nothing else really happened. I was thinking about like getting some treats and stuff, but I was like, whatever. Like, I was gonna make a plan. I forgot I wanted. It's not like urgent, but I forgot I wanted to go to Walmart to grab some things initially, but then I was like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it today, is what I mean, but you know. I got some errands to run later today, so that's why I'm keeping today short, and I need to get some work done. I kind of put off some work that I needed to do, so I need to take care of that. And I don't know. That's about it, really. My stomach hurt. I was like, I think there was a thing where you're not supposed to eat like really hot food and drink something really cold at the same time, or else it'll mess up your stomach. That's kind of what I did. So I was like eating my food really fast, just because I was like kind of hungry, and then I had like a really cold like root beer, and I think it like internally fucked me up. So like I had to like sit aside for like a good 10 minutes or so, so like my stomach can calm down. So like things happened. Yeah, you'll be like that. Right now, I was gonna make coffee today too, but then I was like, the stream was like, I wanted to like start stream as soon as I can. I'll probably like pick up a frappuccino later on. like on the way home when I go to Walmart or something. Ugh. I could make it at home. I don't know. I could either decide not to do it today and just wait, because I just want to pick up some like minor stuff. I could do it like later this weekend. I did. I was like in the middle of drawing too today, and I was like maybe I should like boot up Tekken or something. I don't know. Like I was thinking of like warming up my brain, but then that would mean like I would have to stream like a little bit longer, and I wouldn't get any work done. So like but let's see. Like the goal for today is I adjust the initial sketch. I already made like a decentish background. I know what I kind of want to do for a background. So, and then make like a second, eventually get the second sketch going. Or the second real sketch going. Then just anything that I need to. And sometime this week I'll do the light art. Should stretch too. I mean, everybody draws pretty differently. I feel some people have like a more a more loosey goosey kind of thing. So like they'll do like a very like really rough, and then just start doing the line work that on that. Some people need to do like a really good sketch. Like it's very different. People draw very differently. It's like a very unique kind of thing. You know, some people need like a lot more planning. Some people like to use a lot of references and stuff. Some people are like more of vector artists and stuff, so they use like a lot of shapes and stuff. Like depending on like how your like workflow is and what you're doing, like most people can get like a drawing done. Like super professional artists can like finish like really fast within the day usually. Like it really depends on like how your workflow is and stuff. Technically speaking, if I locked in, I could like I locked in supposedly as like I could have finished like if I didn't put in a background and everything, I probably could have finished it just drawing within the day if I really wanted to. But like for me, my like I like to keep my process a little bit slower so I can like you know try to see what I can do to improve on. Yeah, it's just some people are better at it than others. I mean, for me, it took me a long time to kind of get to like a decent point where I can kind of do that. Like by no means I'm like a super talented artist or anything. I don't I like I think I'm like I mentioned, I think I'm pretty okay. It did take me like a long while for me to get to like a point where I thought my art would be like pretty decent. But yeah, like 9 years of drawing, roughly, or 9-ish years now, almost 10, I think. I still don't think I'm nowhere near as good as some of the professional artists I look up to. I definitely like most people follow like their own paths and stuff, but like I definitely am still trying to improve on my artwork. 'Cause if you see some of my like my really old stuff, they're like nowhere. It's like nowhere near the quality it is today. It took me a long time to get to where I was. Yeah, look at my old artwork. Ooh. Like what? Like my like stuff you saw on Twitter? What you see on Twitter? Maybe I am a bit tired. Well, like, I mean, it's nothing new for me. Just staying up late and doing drawing stuff is like nothing new. But like, I don't think my Twitter shows. Before it used to be like able to scroll like a lot, but now I don't think it shows only like actually it shows quite a bit, or at least on my side. Got if you can see if I scroll down, oh my god, it goes really far. Dude, why does it go so much far? And again, I didn't make that many posts. Yeah, the quality is only slightly I feel like if you just scroll through all my old drawings, the quality is all over the place, and then it slightly goes up each year I've been posting. It's been so long. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, some of my old drawings I never used to do a background. I just used to like a white, but like just the white floating image thing. But like having a background, that's like I feel like it's good. Yeah, like I definitely will still say I don't like doing backgrounds and stuff is still definitely my weaker end. But that's why you practice it. Or like you have ideas that are like cohesive to include a background. I know some people like use like for like it's definitely a technique. That's an old one. I got to. That one I think I did within a day because I didn't like. I just wanted to put down the idea. And when I first started drawing Farida, I had no idea how to draw her hair. Her hair was so confusing to draw. I'm definitely a lot better about it now, but oh my god, when I was initially drawing her, it was like so hard. Yeah, yeah, the older drawings of her hair was like I didn't draw her hair that consistent. Now I'm thinking I'm being like more a little bit more consistent with her hair. Or I've been drawing Farina for like what 5 months now, roughly. Basically, I started drawing her since release. November, yeah. First Farina drawing was in November. Honestly, if Farina never existed, I'd probably still be drawing Shinha. Another timeline, I'd be probably drawing more Shinha instead of Farina. Yeah, I like the wedding one too. I think it's definitely one of the higher quality drawings I've done recently. Yeah, because like somebody in one of the discords I'm in mentioned that like they messaged me, it's like, you know, we should. There's not enough of like wedding Farina. It's like, okay, sure, that doesn't seem like a bad idea. So you know, I just used the idea. Yeah, typically speaking, I normally never like before. I never really, like draw more than one person because it took a lot of work. But like you know, again, it's like trying to get me out of my own comfort zone. I definitely have been like experimenting a little bit more with some of my more recent drawings. Save. Blanks. Glad you like it. I definitely think they could like use some more work, but they're not too bad. Yeah, for the most part, I am self-taught. I do look up like occasional videos and stuff, and like I download like so like I think if I had like a or something, it would have been faster. Because like the thing, I do have a bachelor's in animations that I don't actually use. So I've become more of an illustrator than an actual animator. So like the thing is, you have to realize is when you go to art school or something related to art stuff, it's under the assumption that you'll kind of already know how to draw. And what they do is they give you supplementary lessons in order to further your style. So if you're like kind of already struggling to draw, then you're just gonna continue to struggle, you know. So like they give you very general knowledge, and from there it's like if you want to do something, you just kind of have to figure it out yourself more or less. It's not like 3D modeling where it's like it's kind of like you have the tools to make something, and like stylistically it's like kind of like, you know, uh you play it safe. But for like drawing stuff, it's like there's very like when you take like a painting class, it's like here, I want you to do these. I'm gonna tell you how to do this, and you're just gonna have to figure out how to do it yourself. That's pretty much how it is. But like a lot of the stuff they teach you, it's like you can learn, like, you know, obviously like on a big color wheel, opposite colors is like is like good. They look good together. Obviously, you know, um, was it have good lighting, have good color choices, warm. There is like I feel like the thing is like the college I went to just happened to have like a lot of art related stuff. So like I just got lucky more or less. I got lucky with my school of choice when I went. So it depends on what you go for. If you're going purely for drawing, it's not worth it, in my opinion. But if you're going for like something like 3D modeling, animation, storyboarding, and stuff like that, or even architecture. Architecture is like pretty hard to learn on your own, but you can learn it. I feel like it depends on the person. So I had like financial aid. So like I went to like a in California, I went to like a California State University kind of thing. So like it wasn't that bad. My financial aid covered most of it, and it was like the one I went to was relatively close, so I could just, you know, like, you know, go there and come back home. So it wasn't too expensive. I got lucky. I definitely got lucky for sure. But like it's good for learning really specific skill sets. If you go to like a exclusive like if you go to like a exclusive art school, then there's two things that you get out of it. It's connection. Obviously, when you go to college, it's like connections for like animations and stuff like that is very, very, very important. So like that's probably the only reason you would go. Yes, I have to. If I didn't have financial aid, then I would have to pay it out of pocket, which I did. You know, during my last semester, I had to pay out of my own pocket because the financial aid just kind of ran out. I don't know how to describe other than it just kind of ran out. You know. We have to pay for our own college. We have to pay for our own dormitory. We have to pay for our own parking, that kind of thing, and all that. I think when I went, First semester, it was roughly around 2 to 3K, I think. And like I go, I was roughly around that. And I go 2 semesters per year. I mean, that's just how it is in the United States, at least, for the most part. Like, I have a friend going to med school right now. He already told me he's in the red. He already took out loans for his medical school stuff, if I recall correctly. Granted, like, he'll get, like, if when he, like, obviously graduates, he'll have, like, a salary to cover it, like, eventually. But still, it's like, you know. I think with, like, with art, you don't really have to go. I feel like if you build good rapport outside and you have like good art, then pretty much for like if you're going for like a thing, you just let your portfolio speak for itself, right? It'd be good to have like a greater education, but for like animation, 3D modeling, you just let the work speak for yourself, you know. Like, like I often, not often, but people would ask me for commissions and stuff, and I used to take them here and there. So like eventually you just build like a portfolio regardless. You make animations and that's good. Show it as your portfolio and stuff. Yeah, luckily I didn't have to do that. Like going to like pretty sure only mid school and like going like an actual art college is like really expensive. Or going to like some kind of big tech school. One of like the really big schools. I relatively played it safe, so I didn't occur such a huge debt. I do have like, you know, my degree now. I have an education more or less that I don't really use. I do have knowledge. Like I can sort of 3D model. Granted, I haven't 3D modeled in like a long time, so it's like hella rusty. But I know how to animate. I don't animate because it's a lot of work, and like the programs you use to animate are like expensive. So, and I just like drawing anime girls anyway. So I just fall back on being an illustrator more or less because I don't know. I like animating. The thing is with like animating is like you do stuff. You're gonna eventually gonna do stuff that you don't want to do. So like, especially in the West, right? So like here, like as an animation job, you'd probably go work for like Cartoon Network or like Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, Nickelodeon, obviously on Netflix. You just hope you get picked up on one of those shows. My issue was like I wanted to be an animator, but I wanted to obviously work overseas in like some kind of Japanese studio. Big dreams, right? Work on like a mecha show. But like realistically speaking, I would have had to like picked up like a job here. And I do not want to work on any of like the current shows. The thing is, it was like the person who taught me animation was the person who worked on The Simpsons. He worked on The Simpsons and he worked on Rick and Morty, if I recall. And it was a good experience for overall, like learning like the industry knowledge. What I also learned was like I probably didn't want to be an animator. If I wanted to do animation, it probably would have been like my own thing. But like again, it's like I realized that I was like, oh, I kind of don't want to be an animator, but I still kind of do at the same time. So I just kind of got my bachelor's in it anyways. It wasn't a bad experience for sure. But like at least when I went, right, they had people from Blizzard coming to, 'cause they were looking for a lot of people. So you had people from Blizzard recruiting at my college. You had people from Riot occasionally coming. Forgot. I think it was mainly Blizzard. A lot Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard. Blizzard constantly came over and was like looking for people to like hire. A couple like, some Disney people came over. Yeah, I like to do independent work. I like doing my own thing for the most part. Or like working on my own terms. Like to me that's like, I like having the independence. I like I don't mind doing like work obviously, but what I've realized is like I don't like working on other people's things or like so on and so forth, you know. I just don't like being told what to do in like some situations, right? Like I feel like if it's like obviously be like trying to be helpful, then yeah, but it's like, oh, it's like if it's like I feel like it's restricting me, then it's like it annoys me like, and something along the lines of that. But eventually, I like realize, eventually, for work, work is work, and I just have to do it. No, it's nothing like that. That stuff is fine, but it's like if someone gives me an also like an original character, it's like I'll draw the original character, but I won't enjoy drawing the original character. It's not like it's not like I have a problem with the person or their original character, right? I'm sure the original character may look amazing, right? But it wouldn't be like something I would draw, right? But like, I do it for work reasons, so it's something it's just something I just live, not live with, but I got used to, doing. It's not like it's like how people just take commissions and they just do commissions. They don't care, like I understand that mindset. And then I got in the what was it? How do I say? I just got used to just drawing other people's stuff. That's pretty much it. Because before I used to just exclusively draw Neptunia related stuff, and then eventually I branched out. And I think, and then again, it's like it's good because like when you draw other people's stuff, it's like it helps you break out of your rut. I guess, in my opinion, if you draw stuff out of your comfort zone, obviously it helps you expand your knowledge of stuff and how to do things and all that. It makes you more comfortable to try other things. So that's why like nowadays I don't mind just drawing other people's things. It's like there's definitely a mindset that I have to like, you know, grow into. And now I'm like pretty comfortable drawing whatever. For the most part. Like if someone asks for, like a lewd drawing, then I'll be like, okay, whatever, that's fine. If someone wants their eyes to be bigger, they want the horns to be bigger, they want like some changes and stuff, then I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, it's your choice. It's not my problem. I'm here. I am here simply to do as I'm told. Mm-hmm. What bento box designs are there? I'm probably gonna like continue like for another hour and then I'll like wrap up for today. Keep it short, like I said. Short, 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 short. Or what I could do is I could give like the more traditional bento look. I would have to edit this fast. Fast. I mean, that's kind of the reason why I started streaming too. I feel like before I used to just keep to myself and then just draw and then post silently. But then I figured like I could probably just start streaming and feel like I feel like there's something that I need in my daily routine. And I think streaming kind of helped with that, having like a daily routine. I had hoped that maybe I could build like a small career out of streaming, but so far that hasn't panned out too well. Mental box fixed. No, it doesn't look like a weird ball sack. Yeah, I don't even remember what I did for like the past year of streaming. Definitely did not feel like 2 years of streaming, that's for sure. As they say, time flies, but it felt like it did not feel like I streamed for like 2 years. That's for sure. Mhm. Yeah, what did I even do like a year ago? I'm pretty sure I just played random video games. Be on my channel. Yeah, a lot of Genshin, that's for sure. GBO2 for a good while. A lot of model kit building, a lot of GBO2, Hollow Cure, Neptunia, a lot of doodling, a lot of model kit building. I was just a lot more doodling. I used to draw a lot and build a lot of model kits. I was just like saying that I didn't know what I was doing like, the past few years of my streaming. Well, I know what I did for last year's stream, but the year before was that I definitely drew a lot more. I did a lot more drawing and model kit building streams. And now like we're like doing like a full circle where I'm doing a lot of like drawing and model kit building now, kinda. But I feel like my attention span has like fucking reduced since then. Oh yeah, that's also like a reason why I started streaming. It looked like a lot of fun to just like, you know, just boot a stream and then yap and just play video games. That's also like a good reason why I started streaming too. It's definitely like a little bit harder than I thought to get, you know, constantly talk and then stream and do things. Or at least for me, because like I had like a whole, I just had to figure out how to set up. I really want like I really wanted to start my streaming adventures like really soon, but then it's like at the time I didn't know how to start. Rather, I didn't like. I was kind of afraid of starting because before I had like a really old VTuber model that didn't look nearly as good as this one, and like my art back like my art 2 years ago was like significantly different than what I'm drawing now. So like I thought my art was mid, and then I was like I didn't want to like I wanted to make like a VTuber model, and I put that off for like a very long time because I couldn't afford one. So like I had to make my own. But now like I have a little bit more confidence to do like to do stuff. Just a tiny bit more, not too much more, but just a tiny bit more. I wonder if I could even bust out the old model. I should still have the old model somewhere. I think this should work if I just do this. Yeah, this is my old model. Pull it up. This was my first one. This was like version 1.0 pretty much. And then obviously we have version 2. Eventually I do want to make like a version 2.5 for my for this one. But like the quality, I feel like the quality difference is like very, very apparent. This one has like a little bit more stuff to do with it. I can bring down my little glasses thing. Granted, like it's kind of scuffed. I can do this. I can open my eyes. I should have like a sleeping thing. There we go. I can close my eyes like this. So it just has more going on with it. Like before, I didn't know what kind of. I had a general idea of what I wanted to design, but this one is like more closely of like what I initially wanted out of that first design. You know, again, it's like I feel like just like that alone, you can see like my progression as an artist, right? Like the huge quality difference between then and now. I definitely think this was like way more higher quality. I wouldn't even say 2 years, more like a year, because I changed models like just a year ago, pretty much. I definitely do want to make like a 2.5, like there's still some stuff I definitely want to add more to, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Not the opportunity, just like the effort to do is like really like I have to learn Live 2D again. Not learn it, but like the intricacies, the mechanics of Live 2D are like really difficult, and it's like I did like the baseline of what I can do with a model, and I kind of want to do more, but it would just require like a lot of work, like a lot of work. That's why like when you see like videos of, like when I see videos of people doing Live 2D work, it's pretty insane the amount of work they put into it. It's like a lot. In a way, it's kind of like it kind of is like coding. It's like really scuffed coding in a way, and like you have to cut out like the stuff and everything. It's like there's a lot that goes into making a Live 2D model, and it's like it looks easy, but then it's like you grow a greater appreciation of it once you know. I feel like it's like most things you just get like a greater appreciation of like the effort that goes into it. Cause like people charge like $2,000 to $3,000 for like a model, for like an okayish model, right? And like the work that goes into it is like very pretty extensive. It's like if you want to add like special effects and stuff, you have to like a rig like an entire different thing. It's like almost rigging like a 3D model. I mean that's why it's like live 2D, but like it takes like a lot of work to do. But it's something I don't mind doing. Like this, I feel like if you give it to like an actual like you give my model to like an actual like live 2D rigger, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, my guy?" There's like some scuff things I did. I did take like some scuff shortcuts because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Like looking up sideways. Bah, bah. Time is it? It'd be like almost 1:30, yeah. So probably like another half hour or so. And I'll wrap up for today. I mean, the sketch is mostly done. Mostly, I can start line arting it pretty soon. I think the sleeve should be longer. I think. The sleeve should be like this. Actually, I could do this. Hold on. How does that look? Ooh. Oh. Alright, Tenno. Of your whale. Yeah, I'm doing fine. We're gonna keep today short. That you joined like the later half of the stream today. But I'm gonna keep today short. Wrap up in like another half hour or so. I'm gonna go run some quick errands, and then come back and do some work that, like, I would do some work on stream, obviously, but obviously I can't because I'm not allowed to, unfortunately. So, you know, I have to do it off stream, and I should probably get that done. I still have some time before the deadline, but I should, you know, Get the work done like a normal person. I don't mind the yapping. It just I don't know. It's hard for me to yap and then like draw at the same time. That's the thing. That's my issue. I feel bad for like not being able to yap and like talk at the same time. Like a little bit, like a tad bit. I feel like there'll be like a lot of periods where I'm just sitting here. I mean, we don't have to yap. Honestly, I think it's just the choice of stuff I do. It's not like very inducive to yapping. Like, come on, like model kit building, drawing. Those are like not very good topics for yapping. Let's be real. Do I? I don't think I do. I do get a little bit sad, but it's like at the same time, it's like it is what it is, right? If no one talks, then. If no if no one talks, then it is what it is, right? I have to just accept it. Accept that I'm boring. I feel like if it was like I had a more outgoing like daily activities, then it'd probably be easier just to mouth stuff. Yep. Like I don't do anything outside of like and whatever. Like I don't do anything outside of like again. It's like I play video games. I get up. I run some errands occasionally. I have like an interesting incident every now and then. I try a new food here and there. I have I might consume something that may or may not fuck up my stomach, and I talk about it, that kind of thing. For the most part, I stay inside. So, you know, I'm very much a recluse. I talk about how people try to talk to me when I don't want to talk to other people. It would be like I'm an oddity when I go outside too. Living in my PC. True. But like when I walk outside, and like I have a hat, so I have a hat with some Blue Archive, Hololive, and obviously some Genshin pins and stuff. And people like to comment on my pins. Dude, one time I don't remember if I told this story, but like I was at Walmart and then I was like at the checkout zone and this guy was like, "Hey, you play Genshin?" I'm like, the worker there asked me, "Hey, you play Genshin?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, are you gonna pull for Arlecchino?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a couple roles set up." And he's like, he's a streamer too. That's what I learned. He streams. I didn't get his streamer name, but he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull for Arlecchino on stream." I'm like, "Oh man, hey man, yeah, good luck with that." And he's like, "Who's your favorite character?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Farina and Shinha." He's like, "Yeah, man, I like Hu Tao and all that." I was like, "Whoa." There's a lot of weebs in my area, a lot of secret weebs, that's for sure. There's a couple of Tashi cars that drive around my area, and it's like, I usually don't think my area is like very weeby, but there's like a lot of secret weebs that are just hiding around, a lot of closet weebs. And I feel like until like one of their own just walks out in public, they don't say anything, obviously. But if they're like if they see one of their own kind, they're like more inclined to like walk up and talk to you, right? Yeah, like Transformer but weebs. I don't even think I looked that approachable. I just looked like a jobber every time I walk out. I wear like my sweatpants and sandals and my hat. And I walk out. I feel like I've been getting a lot more people trying to talk to me ever since I just wear my hat because I like showing off my pins. Just because I like to show off my pins doesn't mean I really want to talk, you know. A hat like a wooden hat. It's a cap. It's a baseball cap. I used to wear a beanie, but the beanie got kind of sweaty. So like when I had the beanie, so I used to have like 10 pins on my beanie. So when I walked around, it jiggled a lot. So like you see the clacking. Like when I went to Japan, every new pin I got, I just added it to my beanie. So my beanie was like getting excessively heavy, and then excessively like rattly. So then like when I got home, I put some of them on a cap. So like the cap is like a lot more sturdy and a lot more flimsy. So now I can just wear it without like having to worry about like the pins clacking against one another. It wasn't that much heavier, but it was a noticeable weight. I think it was like it was like an extra pound or two on my head, pretty much, when I was still using the beanie. And a beanie should not be that heavy, you know. Like each pin is like what? I don't know. Like not even a pound. I wonder if we could show a picture of my beanie. I don't want to show my face, obviously, but I can like snap out a beanie. But then would I kind of be doxing myself? And then you would like kind of recognize my pins. I guess in a way. I wish I took a picture of my beanie actually now. casual looking avatar. That'd be a great idea if I could have like a casual outfit. It's not too bad of an idea, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have any good pictures of my beanie. Well, then I can just swap out my pins because I have different pins. I just swap them out. Hold on, huh? I think I can do this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I can do this. Let me just... Okay, hold on. I got it. I can show you a picture of my beanie. I'm gonna crop it out. Give me 1 second. I can crop it out 1 second. Was it crop out my head in this? I'm sure I don't accidentally do anything. I feel like this picture is like a good example of like the pins on my head that were on my head. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, this one's perfect. I'm a genius, actually. Holy crap. Alright. Okay. I got it. So you see this beanie right here? Okay. This is the beanie that I had before I swapped to the hat, right? So you see this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pins on one side. So just imagine another 8 pins on the other side. So you can kind of see. So 1, 2, 3. Just imagine that. Just imagine 8 pins on each side of my head. That was the old beanie I had. This is what I used. This is what I wore to Japan. That's true. I have to save this though. Hold on, 1 second. New layer. Save as PNG, and then I throw it into here. And then image. Yeah, so just imagine like just casually walking, and then like if I pick up the pace like a little bit, it just starts jangling, you know? Yeah, pretty much. Just imagine some foreigner walking through a store, and all you hear is clank, 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 clank. Okay, so now that I got that, I can do this. How do I rotate this? Oh, wait. I guess it kind of works, sorta. It's like snapping. I don't want it to snap. Something like that. Or like, I think it should be smaller, right? Because it's like wrapped around my head, so. I wish it wouldn't snap in place. How do I disable that? Alright, well, whatever, good enough. There we go. Oh, I guess when I sit up, I guess it's because like I move too much. I was like slacking on my chair. I need like a perfect casual thing. I think this is good enough. Right here's fine. But yeah, like just imagine like some dude just walking around Japan with this. Hold on, Peter. Ugh. But yeah, I swapped the hat because like it was getting annoying and it was like it was hard to add new pins stuff. It was getting harder because like again, the more I add, the more noise it would make. So I didn't want to be like a public nuisance anymore, for the most part. My character. There we go. Yeah. Because I kept getting more and more pins. I'm getting like another Farina pin in my mail soon. And I'm gonna order more pins. Eventually I'm gonna swap out some of the characters I don't really like for like Farina. So I'm gonna have like an entire Farina sided hat pin soon enough. I do want one of those bags. I also ordered like some pin protectors. See, the thing is like I sometimes took the beanie in like rainy weather, but it was like a light rain. Because when it rains in the United States, it's typically not heavy rain. So, what do I call it? I usually wipe off the rain and it'd be like it dries and it'll be fine, right? But you see, the thing is that I forgot typhoons are a thing in Japan. So I accidentally took my hat to a typhoon thing, right? Through a typhoon. And you know what ended up happening? Some of the pins started to rust, unfortunately. Or they got rust on them because of like how the heavy weight rain damage. And I was like, oh, I mean, I knew there were like metal pins, but like, you know, it is what it is. But it was kind of annoying. Because like again, it's like I never had experience where I took it through rainy weather, and that it started rusting. Right? I never had that happen. So it's either like the pins are just like the protective coating is starting to wear off it, because like some of the pins are pretty old. But some of the newer ones did kind of rust like a little bit. So like now I'm extra careful about when I bring them out and stuff because I don't want them to rust. And I'm getting like pin protectors and stuff. So like if I get pin protectors, that means they probably won't rust outside. But yeah, like that's why it's like I wear these because I just want to show off the pins. And it's like because like if you buy pins, like I don't want to have them display. I want to show them off, right? I want to be like, I kind of want to be like, not the talk of the town. I just want to be, I want to be like, oh god, oh wow, oh wow, that guy has some like cute pins and stuff. I was like, I wonder where he got them. And I was like, that kind of thing, you know. I don't want people to actually like walk up and talk to me. I was like, my motto is I'm for display only, no talking. If you talk, you will disturb the person underneath a hat. Right? So that's how it is. I feel like it does draw like a little bit of unnecessary attention to me. But then again, it's like, why would I care about what other people think, you know? Zoom in. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't try it. Not with me. I'm not like... I'm not like completely socially inept. I am a little bit, but like... You know... Like, yeah, I wouldn't be like a type of guy you would like approach to. I don't think I'm that approachable enough to be, you know, to talk, right? Maybe. Like, I'm sure like they're being nice. I just don't like talking to people that much outside of my home. I like talking in the comfort of my own home. Oh my god. It's funny because like I do these things, but it's like I don't realize the eventual consequences because it just never happens. So like I'm gonna wrap a little bit soon, but I'll tell like two stories of like when I went to Japan, right? So like when we were booking into this hotel. So I was wearing one of those anime tees of like Neptunia, right? I was wearing like one of the anime tees. So I was like, hold on, I'll find you let me see if I can find it. Okay, so imagine if I was like wearing this, right? I was wearing something similar. It was like a Neptunia shirt. So like when we were booking up into one of our like hotels in Japan, right? And we were like talking to like they had someone who spoke English at the desk, right? I guess like the grandfather of the lady who was at the desk walked up and was like he pointed to me. He was like otaku, and then my friend who spoke Japanese was like, yeah, he's an otaku. I was like, what the hell? He just straight up walked up and called me an otaku. And I was like, huh. And I was like, it was just out of nowhere. I was like, huh? And I was like, hi, otaku this. Hi. And then like and then another story was like when I when we were going to like a maid cafe. So we wanted to go to a maid cafe again for like the well, my friend wanted to experience it. Well, I experienced like a maid cafe before, but this one was like a isekai maid cafe kind of theme. And then like the one of the girls recognized some of the Uma Musume pins I had on it, and she was like pointing out and she was asking which characters like the series from was from, and so like I in my most broken Japanese, and my friend helped. I told her what the character was from, but it was like I feel like I got a lot of unnecessary attention, not obviously I mean obviously through my fault, but it's just like it was like I feel like the amount of times that it happened is like it's so strange, you know. 'Cause, like I feel like at anime cons it's like normal, but I feel like for people who don't, who like or like just outside, just casually, they don't see like people just wearing these kind of things just normally, you know. Like people typically only see it during like special events and stuff. But I just wear it casually because I just don't care. I bought these pins. I'm not gonna show them off once a year. I'm gonna show them off all the time. The hell? Yeah, they did like a magic spell. You were supposed to use like a magical spell incantation if you wanted to refill water. So what I did was I just kept drinking the water to see if they would get annoyed that I just kept drinking all the water. And I drank like 10 cups of water or something, so I was just curious to see if I can get them that like slightly irritated or something. It was a good experience overall. I have one of those like Polaroids you get. Like in the animes, you know how like they get like the Polaroids from like Maid cafes? I have one of those. It was cute. Cause like they when you for them when you're a first time customer, you can get like this package that comes with the Polaroid. And it comes with like a meal set and everything. It was like pretty good. It was a good experience overall. I had a lot of fun. It was definitely way more fun than the first maid cafe I ever went to. I would definitely go again for the most part. I think you should go just once because like it's hard because finding like you want one that's like a good casual experience. You don't want like a super hardcore one. You just want something that's like a good time. And then luckily the one we chose it was like a good time, you know. Like if you could get over like the initial cringe, it's a good time because like they're there to make everything like fun and hospitable, right? So like I wouldn't blame it on them. Like just relax, listen to the music, and eat the food, eat the okayish food, and have a good time, you know. Like I have fun. It's fun. Like that. If you go by yourself, I would cringe. I would cringe if I go by myself. But if you're going with like a big group, then it's like it's a grand time. Because I feel like most people don't go to maid cafes as a group. They like go. Obviously, most people will like go to maid cafes by themselves and stuff, right? But like if you go as a group, it's like a whole different experience, right? Butler cafes, I'm sure if you look, there'll be butler cafes. But obviously, I'm not into dudes, so I'm not gonna go to a butler cafe. Because there's like, you would probably have to go into those host clubs, you know. I think those host clubs would be like more likely to have them. But like, I do want to still. There's a couple of like things I still want to go to Japan for. Obviously, I feel like I did a lot in Japan, but there's still so much more to do in it. Obviously. Let me just quickly put the flats on this. And then I'll probably wrap up for today. I don't think I have any more like weird stories to tell, other than like, I mean, there was like a couple trip stuff, but like it was like this is just like a normal vacation in Japan. Like it's hard for me to like really say too much about it because it was just like a normal vacation for the most part. There weren't like any like super big thing that happened in it. I just had a really good time. But yeah, I think for the most part that's it. That's all I have to do for yapping today. I kind of got what I wanted done for this drawing for the most part. A kind of okay-ish background. I'll probably like add some more stuff to it. But that's for like a probably future thing. But for yeah, I'm gonna go wrap up. I'm gonna go run my errands and then do my work stuff. But tomorrow I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. I'll figure it out. Put like a TM on it, I guess, trademark. I'll figure it out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, stay well.